Well, thank you for joining us. Today is 4th of July 2026, and you're welcome to this platform. There's a raging underground development that's happening in Nigeria today. We'll talk about it, and it's about how come Nigeria begin to issue proposals of the regional government. What does Nigeria actually mean? Which countries and who are the nations that are indirectly sponsoring Bola Ahmed Tinubu to push this certain narrative talking about regional government? For a lot of people that does not understand what regional government is all about, regional government is a system, a country is divided into large regions without independent autonomy. What I mean by independent autonomy is where every other region that is just like what we used to have in UK. You have the Wales, you have the Scotland, but still being under control by the British Empire. But how come? Who is actually advising Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go that direction? And why is Nigeria now pushing a regional government? Is it as a result of the conquest agenda that's going on? Is it as a result of the Fulani agenda, the infiltration? I can tell you that there are countries that are already backing into that. First of all, in 1914, Lord Lugard amalgamated, let us just start from that history, but because that is not the history of Nigeria anyway. That's 1914, the amalgamation of Southern Protectorate and Northern Protectorate was amalgamated. Then there was Richard's Constitution. You have the Southern Nigeria and the Northern Nigeria coming together in 2014 under Lord Lugard. Then, few years after that, that is 1946, the Richard Constitution now break the protectorate into 3 regions. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. I repeat. Southern, let us just really start from there. Southern Protectorate and Northern Protectorate came under a forceful amalgamation. That's what Lord God called amalgamation, which we are saying that amalgamation will not stand. Nigeria needs to be de-amalgamated. And the most influential force as at that time, when these 2 protectorates came together, we are majorly the Igbo people of the Southern Protectorate. They were ahead of any region or protectorate as at that time. But we know what actually played out. So in 1946, the Richard Constitution break further. And now the same target created Eastern Nigeria, then the West, the North, allocating territories that belong to the ancient Biafra to the Northerners. It's a story of another day anyway. Then after that, they have 3 regions now. We now have the Mafaxin Constitution that gave these 3 powerful regions the electoral power to elect, to vote, to constitute, to engage in political electoral processes. And that was how the likes of Okpara, named them, they emerged. Let me just put it that way, That was under Mafasin Constitution. Then we have the LinkedIn Constitution that still came further. That Mafasin Constitution was in 1951. Then in 1958, or thereabouts, the LinkedIn Constitution established regions, grant those regions autonomy. So between 1963 and 1966, the same people came and crafted another part of the Biafran land, which happens to be the Midwest, and they become a 4 region. Today, we have moved from that 4 regions to 6 regions now. What that simply means is that they have looked at the prowess, the powers, the identity, the forcefulness, and the resilience of which the Biafran struggle administered the Nigerian Biafran war. And they looked at it very critically and discovered that, we need to hold these people for now. But the international pressure and debate giving the agitation for Biafra has continued to spread even in the UK. That some international organizations and agencies, both from the United Nations, now engage the British government. I want to tell you why Keistama have to go, why Bonham not need to come in, and what is the position of Donald Trump on all these issues, why the lobbying is still going on, why they almost caught Donald Trump unawares on the issues surrounding Nigeria. I think Donald Trump is under serious scrutiny now. Whether he's trying to recover from the lobbying machines deployed by the Fulani through the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. A lot of things is going on for so many people who does not know why Tinubu wake up and start talking about state police, start talking about regional government. All of this is to keep the Igbos suppressed and continue to deceive people and continue to use the resources of the Igbo land to administer their pride. It should be rejected by everybody if there's no constitution. I repeat, if there's no constitutional framework, then they are doing it like the British now told. One of the reasons why he visited, Charles, he visited Keistama, even though Keistama is about to go, was on this issue. How do I handle the Biafran question? Bola Ahmed Tinubu was asking the British government, the King Charles, asking Keistama, parliamentarians, House of Commons, this thing is overwhelming me. How do I handle this? This is the most powerful race in Africa. How do I handle it? You can see all the whole camouflage. And after a few weeks from there, we saw King Charles ran to Donald Trump, where he projected to Donald Trump that he should not allow Nigeria to be divided. And Donald Trump asked why. With all the killing, he said, don't worry, we're going to do it. And all of a sudden, Donald Trump came and said, there's no Christian genocide again in Nigeria. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Donald Trump, the most powerful president in the world, coming out to, few days after that, I'm telling you what the British has continued to do to Igbo people, to the Biafrans. Few days after that, what happened? There were massive killing across Christian communities everywhere, even down to the Biafran land, by the same people. So what British government and Donald Trump, that's King Charles, after he has lobbied, Tinubu has lobbied using the northern powers, using the Sultan of Sokoto and the rest of them, has lobbied their way through Bola Ahmed Tinubu via British government and King Charles. They now resorted that with what is happening, to avoid other nations from hijacking Biafra from United States and Britain, you should propose a regional government. The same regional government that was destroyed, the same regional government that the British destroyed, the same Aburi agreement that the British went to war against Ojukwu. They are trying to come through the back door again using a Yoruba man, because the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has become a global embarrassment on Nigeria. So what they now agreed, the secret deal of rotational government, state police, all these things is to make sure that they have more space, re-equipped, and begin to make sure that even before it gets to that time, the Biafran land would have fallen under Islamic agenda. I'm coming. So what they now did, why you see all those things that we were shouting rally more, what are you talking about? What is the US Congress doing? Are they going to play politics again? And when they saw the position, and that's why, the Prime Minister of Israel is trying to keep himself away completely from the United States of America currently now. Even though recently the US Israeli ambassador, went on his knees and started begging the Israeli government not to leave America alone. You will see the pictures, and I will allow you at this point to listen what the Israeli ambassador to UN and US, what they were actually telling and how they come to reconcile that nothing will come in between them, because the Israeli government, because of Biafra, was already angry and was ready to pull out from anything because of these secret plans. Then they went to bed and they said, okay, Donald Trump gave a body language when the British royal family visited King Charles. And before King Charles visited, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Sultan of Sokoto has already met and agreed with some Igbo leaders. This is the way to go. If not, these countries that are already eyeing Biafra, once they hijack with Israel leading, I'm telling you, go and fact check, with Benjamin Netanyahu leading, that it will be difficult. What they're going to do now is, propose a regional government, pretend as if, it is. Maybe, I don't think it's even a partial breakup. I don't think it is, they are going to allow an independent autonomy of these regions. Oh, now 419. Just to confuse the whole world. But they can confuse Donald Trump. They cannot confuse Benjamin Netanyahu about Biafra. They cannot confuse the Likud, the Knesset parliament of Israel in Jerusalem about Biafra. You can see what Donald Trump is playing now. Forgotten that DSS murdered thousands of Biafrans who were showing solidarity for his second coming, that is going to liberate them. I know he can wake up one morning and change his mind. That's Donald Trump for you. And say trash. Or you can see how they are manipulating, moving front and back over Iran. They locked in, and Israel is no longer interested to do all those rubbish. they now told Bola Ahmed Tinubu to stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. All other agitators, go and look at their history. Now they have come within the confine of using Nigerian judiciary, using Nigerian government to negotiate partial breakup, not total separation, independent nation of Biafra. That's what they are doing. The one that is saying that Wasirike and all those kind of from. No, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in that era. No, the one that say who know you without POB. That's why Dr. Ngozi Orabre say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, understand what is actually going on, and that is why they are fighting them. Why they not arresting all these ones who know them? Nobody knows them. They have also compromised. And these are the people that can tell America to go to hell. Yes, if they fail to do the needful. Why are America playing politics with 85 million lives of Biafrans? And they are saying they don't want Islam in their own country called America. No, we don't want to look at the guy in New York, this and that. But you want it in Nigeria. You pretend. So they now told Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is the only way to go. Project this thing, regional government, and let them find something to feast on while time goes. Well, not to loot and sponsor the total breakdown, conquest of Biafran land. And the Israeli government said, no, it cannot happen on your watch. You can see the build-up. You can see Bola Ahmed Tinubu's, mission in disguise. That these guys are Islamist government. They don't want the world to know. How can you be going to tell the whole world in the reality of killings of every day of Christians every day? And that means they don't want Donald Trump to see the real picture of what is going on. And the same people who are blocking the recognition of Biafra in America. But they are going to fail because Biafra is an ordained nation. I told you that Biafra is going to be the fourth most powerful nation on earth. Fourth, I said fourth, go and mark it, fourth most powerful black nation on earth. It's not a joke. So understand when they talk about regional government, it says autonomy is coming, this and that. You people that call yourself Wazirika and the rest of them, and all those rubbish they call yourself, you people have started buying into it. We are being deceived. If you understand what's the plan behind it, those who are behind it, UK is behind it, the Sultan of Sokoto behind it. Until that becomes what it is, our respect and our loyalty goes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and Dr. Ngozi Orabre, who, in my next video, I will tell you why the UEU are meeting with her and his proposed visit to Sokoto prison.